just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UAB's offense will have the first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this.
Oh, he's got some space. Bust through behind his pad. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Blazers want to crank the tempo. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll do it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Here's the pressure. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
I love the play call defensively. 3rd down, and you're anticipating the quarterback being in the pocket throwing the football, so you dial up the blitz. You get home, you hit the QB, and force the incompletion.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, UAB.
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Penn State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Gardner. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Blazers are in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Pemberton. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Blazers with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Rush is on him. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves, and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Finds his man. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Back to throw, it's Hart. He makes a grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Blazers line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UAB.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Dropping back, it's Gardner. Got the quick pass, and he's dragged down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Under fire. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Run to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
One final play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the ground game. Gets it past the marker. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I'm trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. Pocket breaking down. Finds a tight end down the gut. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
He's got it on the right. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw on first down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there.
Breaks into the open. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield very late in the half. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And you could tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
Makes the catch. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. It's good. And the Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Looking downfield, it's Gardner. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Blazer. Might be calling a hot route. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, coming out of the top.
They'll run the RPO and pull it right. Bringing it back. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the... This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Gardner. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
We've reached a break. It's UAB on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Gardner. Bringing the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. You just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to